Hi, I'm Pat Courtney, a part-time lecturer here at the Metropolitan College of Boston University. A key element of the programs here is the practical application of the concepts and ideas taught. And you see this throughout our entire curriculum, not just at the higher level courses. One of the best examples of how Metropolitan College applies the idea of real-life experience is in the Capstone course. In the Capstone course, students in teams work with outside companies solving real problems that companies are facing. This isn't busy work, so it's a great experience. Every week, the students meet with our outside clients. They get to understand what problems are they facing, come up with possible solutions, present them to the client, and then work to implement those solutions. It's valuable not just because the students get to work with an outside company, but it's also rewarding because they get to see their efforts actually employed by a company. This approach is applied not just in our higher level courses, but also in all of our courses. For example, I teach an operations management course that has two case studies that are near and dear to my heart. Those two case studies were written by a professor at Metropolitan College. Back when I worked in a company, he wrote it about the company I was working in, the very service operation that I was managing. So it's fascinating to now teach that case study and see students look at the same problems I faced and see what solutions they come up with and discuss with them my approach versus what they might have come up with. This type of learning is really beneficial, well, for me because it's enjoyable. More importantly, it helps the students understand the complexities and nuances that come with applying the concepts we've learned in the class in a real situation. A fair question to ask is, who cares if it's real-life application? What does that matter? Well, here's why it's helpful. First of all, when you graduate from the school, you want to have an idea where you want to apply your skills. And by looking at real-life applications, it gives you a better understanding where you might want to focus. Secondly, taking something out of an academic environment and applying it in the real world helps you really understand the complexities and nuances involved with successfully using these concepts in your professional life.